And we're going to use one of these darker colors. Now there's a lot I could use. I think I'm going to use Too Cool. Now this is a shimmer. And it is a very cool brown shimmer. Too Cool. And I'm going to roll it, as you see, because this is a tapered brush. When you do that, it is definitely going to cause fallout in the pan. So let's just come out here, get the outer corner real good, and then go into the crease. I'm just going to go back and forth in windshield wiper motions. Y'all, look at my gray hair. Look at that right there. I need to get my hair done. But you know what the cool thing is, once I blow my hair out, blow it dry, it looks almost like a shine instead of gray. There, that's a really nice blend, y'all. I like this palette a lot. Again, that's Too Cool. So I went barely there, cool side, cold shoulder, and now I'm doing Too Cool. And I'm rolling it to just really load the brush. Or you can do it this way. You can just roll the brush and then go through the pan instead of rolling through the pan. And that's probably better. Probably save the product. Again, we're going the outer corner, just getting it real good right there. You can do it more at an angle, which makes more sense to make it the outer V. And then back and forth in the crease, getting your windshield wiper motion in there. And what this do is putting this darker color, it just gives depth. You've still got ding, 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 depth. Ding depth. Can kind of blend what's left over in the end there. Okay, now we're going to take a smudge brush, or what I call a short shader, and Sigma calls a short shader. It's the E20. And we're going to take that same color and just run it through the lashes of the lower lash line, right through them, and it acts as a liner when you do that. And be sure and connect it on the end real good. Again, this is a very cool brown. And we're just running it through the lashes a couple of times and then connecting it right there on the end. Now, I'm going to wipe that brush off because I'd use that sometimes for my brows, and I'm going to do that this time with Zero Chill. I'll tell you that Zero Chill and Coolest Brown almost look like the same color. I don't know which one to use for my brow. It's a little lighter. I think actually that's kind of dark. Let's try Coolest Brown. Actually, no. Now I'm blending the two. That will probably work perfectly. So we're going to go through the brow, straight up, and then down. I'm just going to round that off. And then just kind of backfill the front a little bit. And that just gives a very nice, that's probably one of the best brows I've done in a long time, though. That fast, I am in a hurry. Okay, so we're going to go straight through the brow, up, see how it went up? Now we're going to come back down, shape that brow. I think I just did a terrible job right there. And we're going to come up through the bottom again. Just make sure we got that real good. I think I got in a hurry, y'all. There we go. And that's a little too fat right there, so I'm just going to use my finger to... No, actually, it should have gone that far back. It really should have. So that's what the other side's doing. So this one just maybe should go up a little earlier. A little further up earlier. Now they look a little more like... Your brows, I don't think, are ever going to be exactly like that, y'all. And just make sure whatever color you use, you run it a little through the brow itself so it looks a little more natural. Okay, so I'm done with the shadow, and I can say, again, this is Violet Voss Cool Vibes. And I've got to say, if you like cool colors, I would definitely get this palette. It was very reasonable, even though I cannot tell you what the price was. I don't remember right now. I am going to keep the plastic in this one. The only reason I ever do that is because I think it might end up being a travel palette. And when you put this in your suitcase, even when you have it nicely cushioned in your suitcase, it can crumble. Just be careful with your suitcase. If you're driving, now if you're flying, you can't be. Alright, so now I need to do a blendy blend. Let me get my little cloth over here and make sure there's nothing on that. And you're just going to blend the edges, just so there's no harsh lines on the edges of the actual colors right there. You don't want to over blend that, or you're going to blend them too much together and they'll all be the same color, which usually ends up being a mud brown. But I just wanted to blend the edges. And then one of my little tricks that I do, if you ever feel like you got too far out on the sides, just take the meaty part of your hand and go a couple more times. Just make sure you got it off. Okay. So now what do? Well, we need some lipstick. And we need some concealer. So here's the concealer. This is Huda Beauty, the Overachiever Concealer, and I got it in Meringue 04N. And it just has one of these nice little, I don't know how much will come out. I don't think you need a lot of this, y'all. It's got one of those nice little metal tips, and I'm not sure how that's going to work. So instead of my finger, I am going to use this El Maquillage, what's it called? Concealer blending brush, handmade in Italy. Okay, I'm just going to make sure we blend that right under the eye real good. It's very bright, so I'll say it's brightening. And just get the edges real good. And then I am going to use my finger because I feel like that's even more natural than a sponge to tap it in. And you do want to pretty much tap it into your skin, y'all. I also do on either side of the nose and either side right here. This, here, and right there. And sometimes I go right down the nose like I just did. I also will say that that brush just had a bunch of hairs come off. Now that does happen. Even if it's well done, y'all, that can happen. So let me just get the hairs off. There we go. Oh, now it went down there. Okay. Don't know if I'm crazy about this concealer, y'all. It feels very drying. And sometimes I wonder, is it that? My hair looks awful. But after I fix it, it'll just look fantastic. Look at all the gray. Time to go to the hair salon. Okay, so I definitely need a lip product here. Get my Old Faithful Soft Rose from Chanel. Let's get some of that on. Here's my hair. It always works, y'all. It works fine. It's me that can't get the shaping process down. Get my little creepy shred. I never get the Cupid's bow area right. It's always overdrawn or something. I can never get it right. How's that? And then right in the middle, and then just push it down with your lips. Came a little too far in there. Let's do that again. The reason you see me doing it the way I am, like a spatula, is because it's almost out. And it's still doing a great job. Even though I still cannot get my little Cupid's bow right. Y'all look too red. I am going to need to tone this down some. Hold on. not able to get my cupid's bow right today. Oh well. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put my gloss over it, and this sets it, moisturizes it, and makes it shiny. But I did buy a new Buxom lip gloss that y'all know I never apply lip gloss, because once you do, the oil will change this into coming off instead of sticking. But I do love Buxom. I don't like the ad. It's like can girly looking. Kind of, you know, I don't like when women are posed in an ad as like sex only, and kind of disrespecting them. And that's what I kind of feel like this does with the can look. But I don't know, then there's can ladies in France and other places, and I don't want to disrespect them by saying, like, I don't know. Y'all know what I mean? Okay, so this color is Sugar. And it's so pretty. But I don't know what it's going to be like on, because of course in the store you can't try it on. But I'm thinking it might be a nice little shimmer for the middle. You know, just to give that look. That glossy look. What do y'all think? Now the way this product works is it will light you up. The way that it works is it's a plumper. So I don't know what the product actually is in plumpers, but it's almost like they sting a little. Not bad, just they, almost like a menthol, where they will cause your lips to swell. That's how they work. That's why they are plump. It's because they're swollen. I'm lining with the It Cosmetics Waterproof Gel Liner, an Old Faithful.